Alright, so hello everyone, my name is JN and today we're the 27th of August and this will be the 157th video that I'm talking to the camera to prepare for my Casper test. So today only a half day. I worked 8 to 1 and then went to the dentist afterwards. I also had a chance to get the Pokemon Soup that I've been dreaming of since a while, and honestly it never disappoints. It's always really good. For the dentist, there's a little discovery. I knew that I could be having some wisdom tooth growing, but at the end, they found out that there is only one wisdom tooth, and on on the bottom left side, which is identical to my mother. And with this finding is that I'm rest assured there is nothing else where, and the only one is being placed perfectly, so there is nothing to worry about. I'm one in the million, I guess, not waking up at 4 a.m. and screaming of pain. So I just have to clean it a little bit more. And also, they found out there's a calcification on my jaw, on the mandible, around roughly here, this area here. However, there's no pain, there's nothing related to it. I think they just want to monitor it if there's anything. But yeah, that test alone cost me $100, which is crazy. It took them less 15 seconds to do the test, and yeah, for some reason it's expensive like that. However, the insurance company covers 80% of it, and there is some claims that I have to figure out, but that will be later. I don't think I will have enough energy this week. I also got very stressed off because of the credit score situation that I'm in. For some reason, since January, my credit score went from 800 to 750 currently, and I could not figure out why. It just kept dropping, and however, I never delayed a payment. Every payment is always on time. There's nothing left. I don't just pay the minimum balance, I pay everything. And I think it's because that I use it for spending sometimes, and if I exceed 35 to 50% of the total limit that I spend, I think it's considered as a bad thing, even if I reimburse it before the month ends. And so from now I'm gonna look on my credit limit a little bit more. And since I went on vacation, I booked a lot of hotel with this card, and I only reimbursed the card on the 25th, which is exactly the day where they checked. So I basically reimbursed the card a day too late, and this caused the credit score to drop again for a month because there was an overdue balance over 50%, which I find is crazy. Like, it's not, well, I say it's overdue because it's over the supposed month, but I still have an extra month to pay it back, right? It's not like I'm not paying them back money to lower my credit score. I always make the full payment, always in time, never missed one. So I really don't like the credit system anymore. I'm gonna try to use debit as much as I can from now on, for no matter what, and make sure that I have a little balance on my credit card, so nothing gets charged. My line of credit stays good. And the reason that I got stressed up is also because I had to draw $1,000 from my emergency fund, and this fund, I'm like, hey, I'm never gonna use it like in any days, but I had to use it now. So the $1,000 basically keeps my checking account above the $4,000 limit for the monthly charge, and also will keep my credit card afloat of the not the monthly payment, but make the balance to zero on the credit card. So let's dig into the scenario now. Okay, so here is the situation. ChatGPT is a little slow. So I'm walking to work early in the morning. I notice a teenager sitting alone on a park bench. They look upset and shivering in the cold. As you pass, you overhear them quietly talking on their phone, saying they don't want to go home because it's not safe there. You are already running late for an important meeting where you are expected to be present. Okay, interesting. That's a bizarre situation. So let me get my 30 seconds of reflection, and there we go. Alright, so now I'm gonna get the minute. So first question is always, what do you do in this situation and why? Right, here we go. In this situation, I'm presented with two important tasks that I have to prioritize. The first being the safety of the boy, and the second being the meeting that I have to be present in. First, I will prioritize the boys' safety because it seems like they are very cold and they are not living in a safe place that they come home. So I am not trying to jump into any conclusions directly or trying to guess anything, but I'll approach the boy politely, just regularly checking up if they need anything. I will very likely also to wanting to call the police or any emergency department so that the professionals can get this boy checked out for the shivering and make sure that they are safe. They are in a safe place. At the same time, I will also have to call in the meeting saying that I ran into an emergency and I could be 5 minutes late. Second question, imagine you're late for your presentation and your supervisor calls asking where you are. Uh, would you ex- how would you explain your decision to stop and help the teenager? If my supervisor calls, first I would want to explain calmly what the whole situation is. I will say something like, first, I'm very sorry that I am late to this meeting. However, I ran into a emergency, and I will try to present the situation as it is, saying that I'm very worried about the health and safety of this boy here. However, I will also make sure to give them a exact time estimation on how long before I will arrive, so that we are not compromising the meeting, so not everybody is waiting on us to present. Maybe we can let the other presenters go first and have me on the last, and I will try my best to get to the meeting and also while ensuring the boy is okay and safe. Third question, what broader community or systemic issue could be contributing to situations like this, and how could they be addressed? Well, here I think it is very important to determine what exactly the cause is that the boy is cold and shivering on the beach. If I will go with the proximity, I would have to guess that maybe they have been maybe drowning in the cold water for a while, things like that. So in terms of the community improvement, one thing can be having a sign to make sure that nobody is approaching cold water when it's the colder seasons, for example. And also, if the boy does not feel safe at home, then I believe that there should be a community center or advisor, counselor, that the boy can feel safe to reach out to if in the family there is issues to be solved, or there is a specific cause that they might think it's not safe. And in the systemic world, I believe it can be beneficial to have a certain safe place where people can go and get consultations. Alright, so let's see. What's the official answers? So question 1, I'd approach this teenager calmly, introduce myself, and ask if they're safe or need help. If they're open to it, I'd stay with them, call a local helpline or police for assistance, let alone my priority with their safety, because this is situation. Well, perfect, that's exactly what I said. Question 2, I'd call my supervisor that I stopped to help someone in distress. I felt it's important to ensure their safety before moving on, and I apologize the delay and quickly move on to and take both responsibilities seriously. Perfect. And question 3, this situation highlights gaps in mental health access, safe housing, and providing support for high-risk youth. School, community organization, local government can insert more accessible mental health service. How would you know it's mental health? Prevent situation. Okay, sure. Yep, that's exactly what I prioritize. So yeah, I'm happy with my approach. I think it's very close to what is proposed, and yeah. I will try to get some rest and see you tomorrow.